Hey guys, it's Josh from Austin Underground. I'm here at Warped Tour with Set It Off. How you guys doing?
Doing good, man. How about yourself?
I'm doing pretty good as well. Weather's been pretty different today. I'm sure it was hot and sunny yesterday at the start of Warped Tour, but now you got rain here in San Antonio. How's that?
Yeah, it was. Yesterday was brutally hot. It was a very violently hot day, but I mean, the rain and the overcast is not necessarily a horrible thing to have at Warped Tour because it keeps the kids cool, and as long as there's no thunder or lightning, it's still a safe environment. So I'm not too mad about it, you know.
Yeah.
How are you, man?
Yeah, I think it's a positive. Sometimes it sucks because kids have phones and they get destroyed, but you know, comes with the territory, I guess.
So you guys recently released a new single, Uncontainable, and the video has a lot of fighting in it. So what was the idea for that as a music video?
Basically, when we first initially started writing the song, we had the can I use profanity?
Sure.
Okay, so the working title was called NFL as Fuck. Like, it was the whole idea was to give that kind of anthematic sports vibe feel to it, and with the kind of when the lyrics were coming along with the song, you know, coming out the cage, the gloves come off too. The whole fight idiom kind of worked its way into the concept of the video and the song and whatnot.
And so how is it like seeing this video being made and the process of it?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
How was it seeing this video being made and the process of it?
Oh yeah, the process of doing the video was a lot of fun. I feel like, you know, it was kind of like, it was a very professional music video shoot, but it kind of had that whole guerrilla type shoot to it too, because things had to go really fast and really quick because we only had a day to do it in between some things that we were doing. So it ended up turning out really well, and it was a lot of fun to do.
Yeah, it's a really great video. I saw it last night. It was really
thank
great.
you.
Yeah. So are you guys working on a new album? Any details about an album coming up?
I can give you a little bit. I mean, the new album is done. It's mixed, mastered, recorded, and soon we'll be announcing a few more details. We actually started playing a new song on this tour called Something New. So we'll have more info on that when that comes out, but you can definitely expect a new full length from us in the next few months to year, for sure.
Awesome. So what was the songwriting process like for this album?
I mean, it was pretty crazy. We basically spent a good 4.5-5 months just not touring and just really bunkering down and trying to decide what kind of album we really wanted to write. I think with Duality, we really hit the tone of what the kind of band that we wanted to be. So with following up with this record, we could really put that nail in the coffin, so to speak. And we just took our time and wrote with some different writers and spent time with our producers and actually lived in California, engulfed ourselves in it and the experience, and we got an album I feel we're all very proud of.
So when you guys are writing lyrics or just writing music for your instruments, what inspires you guys to put out specific kind of lyrics or?
I mean, it's just
beats?
life experience in general. So I mean, I don't know if you want to elaborate on that.
Yeah, I think everyday things that happen. I think, you know, our singer does a lot of the lyrics, writes a lot of them, and I think he really pulls from everyday experiences, things that people that can really relate to. You know, whether it be, you know, the cliche of singing about a girl or the cliche of, you know, normal rock lyrics, but, you know, we also have songs about anxiety, things that you can, how to help you through that, and like we have a song called Why Worry on our last record, just basically saying, you know, there's no real point to worrying, and, you know, try and stay positive. So we try and write lyrics that people can connect to.
So was there any ideas or a concept behind this album that will soon be coming out?
No concept. I mean, yeah, there's no general idea or exact message we're trying to put out with this record. I mean, I feel the one thing that our band is, and a lot of bands probably say this, is just we just try to be as honest and as real as we can be through our music. That just happens to be our outlet, and I feel we did a very good job of portraying that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So what do you guys want fans to take away from this album, if anything?
Life experiences, like, you know, treat it like any book or any album you listen to, or like or learning something, you know. Take it and put your own spin on it and make those experiences your own, you know?
So I got one last quick question for you guys about Warped Tour. What are some tips or essentials you can give fans that they need to bring to Warped Tour?
I think for fans,
Yeah.
some tips, of course, the generic ones are water. Make sure you stay hydrated. It's super hot out here. You never know when you could pass out. We saw a guy pass out day one. So you got to be really careful about that. Eat breakfast. Make sure you're energized in the morning. This is a big one for me because when I went to Warped Tour, I got, like, one of the first ones I went to as a kid. I went there and I lost all my friends, like, within minutes. And you know, you all rush in. You're all really excited. and I lost all my friends, so I spent the whole day pretty much by myself. So what I would say is to have like a meeting group. Like, so if you do get split up, say, let's meet here at this time with all your friends so you can at least regroup at some point. But it was pretty traumatic for me, walking around Warped Tour without all my friends. I'm not going to say I cried, but I cried a lot.
Which is so crazy now because, like, that's one of my favorite things to do, to go walk around Warped Tour by myself and just kind of watch the bands. I love doing that, but he has a very, very valid
Well,
point.
when you have somewhere to go afterwards, but if you're just like,
So you're stranded there with a dead phone and like a sip of water left, a thimble.
Now you just shared a moment with us as a fan coming to Warped Tour. Do you have any?
Oh,
moments you wanna
absolutely.
share when you were a fan coming to Warped Tour?
I mean, there could be so many. One that Cody likes to talk about is there's a band called Avenged Sevenfold, and it was their first year on main stage, and I want to say 2004. And Cody and I were watching all the bands, and I pushed him into a mosh pit, and it was his first mosh pit ever. And he like lost his phone, and everything got jostled around. And then the lead guitar player, Sinister Gates, threw his guitar pick out, and I like wrestled some kid for it. So that was kind of like my first real sense of fandom and like seeing a rock star, quote unquote, at the time. It was really cool.
Now, will any of that be happening this time? Now, as a fan of Warped Tour, you guys are checking out other bands, getting into the crowd, the mosh pits.
Oh, absolutely. Actually, there's a band called Cane Hill that our crew is talking about how we're gonna take our laminates off and go in the pit and watch them. Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah.
Awesome. Well, we thank you guys for talking with us here at Warped
Hey,
Tour.
thank you so much, man.
Wish y'all the best of luck on the rest of the tour.
Yeah, thank you.
thank you very much, man. Appreciate it.